Okay, this is factoring part 4 of trinomials with leading coefficient not equal to 1. This technique is grouping. This technique is very similar to Lizzie method, which will be the next video. Okay. These are the same examples in factoring part 3. So if these problems look familiar, it's because you've done them already. But I'm factoring these with a different technique. Alright, the first part of grouping, we're going to take the first coefficient and the last constant, first number and last number, we're going to multiply them, get a value, and we're going to look for combinations of this, the factors of this number, that combine to make -1. So, our choices for -12 will be -1, +12, +1, -12, -2, 6, 2, -6, -3, 4, 3, -4. So, it's very similar to a previous technique, except for this extra first step. Now, the one that's going to make that is 3, -4. So, and this is the weird part. We're going to take and rewrite -x using 3x and -4x. So it's going to be 6x squared. That's a +3, so it's plus 3x minus 4x minus 2. What I want you to notice is that we have rewritten -x as these two, 3x minus 4x. Now, here's where the grouping comes in. We're going to group the first two together, and we're going to group the last two together. And then we're going to take out a common factor. Taking out a common factor was part of our first video. Here, there's a common factor of 3x. 3 goes into both 6 and 3, and obviously, there's an x in common with both of them. So we take the 3x out. When we take 6x squared and divide by 3x, that leaves us 2x. And 3x divided by 3x leaves us +1. Okay. Now here's, look for something, blah, 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 blah. The next group, -4x minus 2, this is something I tell my students. Whenever this term is negative, it doesn't matter if this one is negative. If this term is negative, you're going to factor out a negative. And here's how we're going to do it. There's a common factor of 2 in here, so we're going to take out a -2. When we take -4x divided by -2, it becomes a +2x, and -2 or -2 divided by -2 becomes a +1. And lo and behold, we have 2x plus 1 common to both parts. Now, if that did not happen, something has gone awry. So that's a good test to see if you've grouped it properly, or if the middle terms you've created are the right ones. Okay. Alright, so here we're going to take the 2x plus 1 out. We're going to treat this as a common factor. So the 2x plus 1 comes out. Now, if we take 2x plus 1 out of this, that's going to leave me the 3x. So we write it like this. So this 3x is coming down here. Now, the -2, we're going to take the 2x plus 1 out of this term. That's going to leave me the -2. And there we go. That's the factored form of the original 2x of this. So 2x plus 1 times 3x minus 2 is our answer to factoring 6x squared minus x minus 2. Okay. Number 2. So we multiply 10 times 15, we get 150. Whoa. So what are the factors of 150 that's going to make -31? Well, it's a positive number, so they're going to have to add up to make -31. So what are our choices? We got 15 and 10, and that's going to be 25. How about 5 and, what is that, 30? Well, that's 35, getting close. How about 6 and 25? 6 times 25, 150? Yeah. Alright, so, but we want a minus 31, so I'm going to take the negative version of that. Alright, so we're going to rewrite minus 31x with negative 6 and negative 25. So it's 10x squared minus 6x minus 25x plus 15. Again, we're grouping first two together and the second two together. The common factor here is 2x. So it's 5x minus 3. Right? 10x squared divided by 2x. 10 divided by 2 is 5. X squared divided by x is x. Here, negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. And the x's simply cancel. Remember, I said that if this term is negative, we're going to take a minus out. What does that mean for this? Well, there's a common factor of 5 that I'm going to take out. So I'm taking out a minus 5. So it's negative 25 divided by negative 5, giving me positive 5x. Positive 15 divided by negative 5 leaves me negative 3. Okay? And you notice they end up being the same here. So I take out the 5x minus 3. That leaves me on the first term 2x. In the second term, a minus 5. There we go. Yet another example. Some of these are going to go by quickly because last one I had to edit weird parts. And look, I'm rambling. So I'm going to stop rambling and just speed up. Remember, you can always pause these if I'm speaking too fast or you need time to go back and listen to it again. So here, 3 times negative 8, negative 24. What are the factors in negative 24 that combine to make positive 10? This is negative, so it doesn't have to subtract to make positive 10. So let's see. Something quickly comes to mind. How about negative 12, positive 2? Ah, nope, signs are wrong. That gives me a negative 10. So we're talking 12 and negative 2. Alright, so we're going to rewrite 10x with 12 and negative 2. 3x squared plus 12x minus 2x minus 8. Group. Here, common factor is 3x. Right? There's x in common. 3 goes in both 3 and 12. That leaves me x plus 4. Common factor, negative 2. Remember, if this is negative, I'm going to take out a negative. Let's see. Negative 8 divided by negative 2 is plus 4. Again, there's common factor again. X plus 4 leaves 3x minus 2. Number 4. Oh. Okay, 15 times 2. 15 times 2 is 30. Ah, that one just screams at you. 10 and 3. 15x squared plus 10x plus 3x plus 2. Common factor. Grouping first. Common factor is 5x. Giving me 3x plus 2. Oh, that's 3x plus 2 already. And there is no common factor anyways. So what happens? So I'm going to take a 3x plus 2 out of 3x plus 2. What does that mean? Well, let me write it this way. So, if I take a 3x plus 2 out of this, it seems, well, maybe it's not obvious, but I'm going to say it's obvious. That leaves me the 5x. What's really not obvious is what happens when I take a 3x plus 2 out of 3x plus 2. Remember, I'm not really taking it out. It's not subtraction. It's division. So it's basically 3x plus 2 divided by 3x plus 2. So something divided by itself is 1. Or if it helps, if you want to think of the 1 there, that's what's being left, the 1. That's number 4. Number 5. Here we go. Ugh, I don't think I could do this one in my head. 8 times negative 27. Negative 27 times 8. 56. 216. Negative 216. Oh, joy. And we want factors of negative 216 that make negative 30. I might have to pause this because this is going to be a long time to think about this. Alright. 6. Oh, wow. I just got lucky. 216 is actually 6 times 36. And we would need a negative, so they have to be different signs. So they have to subtract to make negative 30. Oh, I got lucky. So negative 36 and positive 6. Alright. So 8x squared. Let's put the negative up front this time. Negative 36x plus 6x minus 27. So here, what's common factor here? Well, it's not 8, but it is 4. Okay, so we take a 4x out, leaving me 2x minus 9 here, and we'll take a 3 out, 2x minus 9. 2x minus 9 is common factor. That leaves me 4x plus 3. Okay. Alright, I said there I'm going to do 8 examples, but we'll get as many as we can get in. I'm almost out of time. You know, these YouTube videos, I can only put in 15 minutes, and I'm already at 10 minutes. Alright, 6 times negative 24. I'm sorry, 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. Negative 24 times positive 1. So 6x squared minus 24x plus 1x. You don't have to write the 1. I'm just writing it for emphasis, which may not have been a good idea in retrospect. Take out a 6x. That's going to give me x minus 4. And lo and behold, this is the same kind as last time. I'm putting x minus 4 in parentheses. That's a parentheses, not a 1. I opted not to rewrite the 1. There's an x minus 4 on both of them. Leaves me 6x. And remember what happened last time? It leaves a 1. That's number 6. Number 7. Oh, I'm running out of time. This might be the last one. 6x squared minus 11x plus 5. 6 times 5 is 30. Factors of 30. How about 6 and 5? Right, and we want a positive 30, so we need negative 6. Negative 6 times negative 5 gives me positive 30. Negative 6 plus negative 5 gives me negative 11x. So 6x squared minus 6x minus 5x plus 5. Remember, we're writing negative 11x as those two. Group those two, group those two. Take out a 6x in the front. That gives me x minus 1. Take out a negative 5. That leaves me x minus 1. Take out the x minus 1. And it becomes 6x minus 5. Do I have time for number 8? Let's try it. Number 8. Ugh. Maybe not. I don't think I could do 18 times 15 very quickly. 5 times 8 is 40. That's 90. That's 18, 270. Or the fact that 270, that's subtract to make 17. Ooh, how about 27 and 10? Right? They have to subtract to make 17. So let's say negative 27 and positive 10. So that's going to be 18x squared minus 27x plus 10x minus 15. What's coming here? 9x. 2x minus 3. Common, 5. 2x minus 3. Running into our old scratch work. There's a 2x minus 3 in common. 9x plus 5. I think we're done. Keep in mind, you can always pause these videos. That's the whole point of these videos, right? So you can pause it, rewind, pause and rewind. Pause, rewind as needed. Okay, good luck. Bye-bye.